Pokemon break from me. I'm gonna play Shadows over Loathing.
Time for a Pokemon break for her. I have to go pick up my goat still, so I'm going to be maneuvering around to do that in the meantime.
Which goat Pokemon is your favorite?
It is Indeedee, I am afraid.
Sorry, Indeedee is a goat?
Indeedee is a goat. Indeedee is a goat that uses their horns to pick up and sense gratitude from other Pokemon to gain nourishment, which is why they help out like little butlers and maids, because they literally just they eat gratitude.
I literally thought they were just a funny little thing, like Audino. I didn't know they were a goat. I like them a lot more knowing they're a goat.
Yeah, they are a goat that has evolved to eat gratitude because a goat can eat anything.
I mean, they can. Also, I'm really worried about the horribly cursed book of stamps that's just sitting on the desk over here. Hey, Jessica, I found the compass. Got that compass. Oh, good. Not too much of an ordeal, I hope.
Wait, I'm sorry, did you say cursed book of stamps and we're trying to find your uncle? I think I know where your uncle is. You might want to check the book of stamps.
Well, the stamps are just fireproof. That's not sinister, right? Even worse, I guess.
Normal.
There were some horrible fairies. What? No, don't tell me. Just uncurse that thing and then get some rest. Step ahead of you. Great, nice work. I think the next artifact is a book. I'll have the location narrowed down by morning. Oh, okay. No secondary side quests. I'm used
just a book
to
this time, huh?
Yeah. I'm used to weird secondary side quests to go with turning in the cursed artifact of the day.
I mean, there's probably going to be one when you fall asleep. That seems to be the running gag with this, is that she never gives you an extra side quest, but then someone shows up in the middle of the night to do.
Yeah, I'm not too good at sleeping. I've been helping the mob, and they make it hard. You take a look at the recent bookcase acquisition. Charles just can't resist the antique bookshelf man and his amazing deals. Wow, I can't believe I slept through the antique bookshelf man. All the books are in Latin. Never learned Latin myself, so who knows if it's the history of the Roman Empire we got there, or pornography. Could be both. You know any Latin, May?
The history of the Latin Empire is pornography.
Yeah,
Have
they
you
were
ever
sucking
read
and
some of the shit
fucking.
they did?
Olive oil. There was a reason they needed the olive oil, and it wasn't just for eating, baby.
Quick interruption on the Pokemon side of things. If you are dashing near Varooms, they will attempt to race you.
Me revving my fucking goat at the local stoplight.
Anyway, only pig.
Oh yeah? So what's the Latin word for pig? No, I mean pig Latin. The Latin word for pig is pig Latin? Fascinating language.
It's actually sus.
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 You select a random book from the Latin language collection. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet appears to be about graphic design in the Holy Roman Empire.
Hey! Hey, wait a second!
Hard to imagine that knowledge becoming relevant to your quest, but hey, now you know where to find it. Well, what's this? Cheeses I have smelt. One woman's tale of her travels and the many terrible cheeses she encountered on them. How'd that slip in there? Better take it. Clearly too modern to have any resale value in an antique store anyway. Magna! See, I do speak Latin. You read the author's account.
Cheeses I have smelt seems to like it rhymes with something that like is an actually important Latin piece of.
I feel like cheeses I have smelt is a reference to a book. Like a book that exists. I feel like I'm being uncultured right now, but I don't have a literary drive.
I also don't really have a literary drive, if I'm honest. I have the info slate for a reason. Hey, wait a second. I have an info slate for a reason. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm being distracted by the beauty of Clodsire is what I'm doing.
Clodsire is wonderful. There's an epilogue, but due to a misprint, it's in a really, really small typeface. You could read it, but it's going to take some effort. Sure, why not? I need some stench damage. You read the epilogue and you're glad you did. It describes even stinkier cheeses than the main book. You wrinkle your nose so hard at the thought of them that your nose knocks the book into a nearby sewer grate.
Very stinky.
Very stinky, Knuckle. Charles flags you down. Got some applicants for the new storefront I fixed up over there on the other side of the Cola War surplus store. Got a second to pick one? Sure thing. The first applicant is Truncheon and Bludgeons. You've already heard this description. The second is Rodkin's Fine Jewelry. Store could really class up old Plunkett Street. And the last applicant is La Table Enchantée. It's like a high-end kitchen store, magical utensils and the like. The fancy kitchen place, please. Thanks, Charles. Alright, we got our throne. We got our terrible, terrible statue. Cursed doll. Our room's kind of... Huh? Someone has given you a nightstand. There's a briefcase and a note on top. The note reads, May, the quality of your work at the distillery has been noted as excellent. We will contact you in a telephonular manner with further opportunities. DT. Briefcase full of meat. Like a cow, this briefcase is flesh surrounded by leather. Unlike a cow, it has brass latches and a handle. Oh. It's $300, sure.
Oh,
Working for the mob is great.
Shadows over Loathing is too new for us to know what the cheeses I have smelt is a reference to yet.
I have a feeling it's a reference to a very well-known book, because that's a very specific phraseology. The blank, I have blank. Also, I'm having a Glaxton dream. Glaxton. Repeat it enough times, it starts to sound like a real word. It's the Museum of
Glaxton.
Skulls, obviously.
Oh, fuck. Wait a minute.
One of these skulls is yours, and it's missing teeth.
Oh, give it the ones you can't. Oh, your baby teeth.
You put the teeth back in your skull. It tries to thank you, but you have no tongue. You got an item, no tongue. You're not sure what this is. You're sure what it isn't.
Oh, you have no tongue.
Yeah.
You literally have the item, no tongue.
You don't want to talk about this museum anymore. God
like
damn it,
that
Noel.
choice. Fucker, god damn it.
You're not... If you want to be in my dreams like this, we have to kiss.
Is that
Woman
the
scowls at
requirement?
you. You'd better have some good news for me, Noel. Pod futures are up 10 points! Everything is just peachy keen, Madam President. Good. The damn project is complete. That isn't what I said. Everything's perfect, ma'am. The circuits are all lit up like a crimbo tree. What about the interloper? I'll show you an interloper. Yes, I'm working on that. A little bird has told me their last name. Not a dog, if you can believe it. Our friend Morris is their uncle. The president's frown deepens. Any relative of Murray Morris is an enemy of ours. Find them and get them out of the picture. I'd be delighted, ma'am. I've forgotten names, the voices of these two. They don't show up often enough for me to remember. Don't get mad at me. Both Noel and the president wink out of existence with an ominous-sounding pop. You are ready for this dream to be over. So, wasn't she already trying to kill us? Or is this like...
She was already trying to kill us, but now we're pretty sure that the person that is actually sending her out to kill us is our doppelganger, which, you know, that's always a doppelganger problem. That means you're guaranteed to have to kill someone at one point, and that always sucks.
Pretty sure that's just a coincidence. They had freckles. I don't have freckles, I don't think.
Well, that's the thing about a doppelganger. How else are you going to tell that they're a doppelganger rather than a perfect...
What were they the president of?
President of being you.
The president of Christmas, I see.
That's definitely what I said.
Yeah. No, the theme of the dream, remember?
President of being Christmas.
Good old nightstand. Only had it for a day and it's already a good old nightstand. Tend to fight all my possessions, sit on my chair. Morning, May. How are you feeling? Fine, I guess. I've been having really weird dreams. Oh, like the one where you're driving a car, but you're in the back seat and can't reach any of the controls? I can't remember very clearly, but I think it was weirder than that. I really hate that one. Anyway, I found the next cursed thing. It's a hardcover book about yay big. It's somewhere on the campus of the Seaside Institute of Technology in Porkham. You ready to go? I haven't even had any coffee yet. I'm sure you'll be able to find coffee when you get there. They've probably invented some kind of high-powered science coffee or something. Alright. You have a map of the place? No, but it's a college campus. It can't be that hard to find your way around. College students do it all day. The bus to Porkham leaves from the usual stop. Good luck! Thanks. I'm gonna go check the Camp Crystal Dream, fucking Lake Crystal Dream, because I have a feeling I may have missed some things over there. Can't remember too acutely. You check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Call Don T with a phone number. Now let's call the mob back. You dial the number.
Probably a good idea.
Don Toblerone verbalizing. Hi, Don. It's me. Ah, Spondiferous. Kudos on your triumphal completion of my previous assignation. You're welcome. Is that all? In fact, I have another item of business to be attenuated, which I believe to be suited marvelously to one of your skills. One. No, I mean, well, regardlessly, we require that you proceed apace to Crystal Dream Lake, wherein is located a purveyor of tools and implements of construction. Say again. You might vernacularize it as a hardware store. Right. You guys run out of cement or something? We have a necessitude that you will perform upon this place of business what we categorize a shakedown. They owe you me? No, we are merely desirous that the local commercialist retail emporia feel a measure of intimidation. Okay, I guess I can handle that. Yeah, I mean, I might as well take Molly with me to go do the mob intimidation.
Why not? You know, it'll be a good reminder that
yeah, you know, the mob exists. Bakery. All right, let's check out this kitchen store. What's a truckmush?
you know,
What is truckmush? I don't. Hi, I'm May. Ah, bonjour. My name is Antoine. If there is anything I can help you with, do not hesitate to ask. Great, thanks. Are any of your kitchen implements magical? Aha! I see you're a person of discerning tastes. For purposes of safety, I keep les outils magiques in the rack behind me, but I'll be happy to show them to you. Eldritch butter knife. Mind whisk. This magical utensil stirs the very currents of conscious thought. It's really unpleasant. This perfect utensil is if you want some liquid, but you don't want it for very long. There's not even anything magical about this. It's just a machine for releasing smells. Well, I guess I'll buy them. Thanks, man. Currently using physicality +3 hot damage. Yeah, so the mind whisk will actually be better. That's telekinesis, Kyle. Is there anywhere that we didn't go over here? There was the dam. There's also the mine over here. Ah, yeah, the doppelganger. You see a familiar-looking person heading toward you on the path. As they get nearer, you realize that the reason they look so familiar is because they look exactly like you. Again, approach them. Hi. Are you a clone, or is this a time paradox, or what? Turns out it's a time paradox, I guess. Wow, crazy. I agree. High five. Two of you, literally speaking, exchange another friendly high five. Or, well, I guess it's just the first one again?
Nice.
They lean in for a kiss goodbye. No tongue now. Haha, yeah, we wouldn't want to make this weird or anything. Smooch. You shoot them a sassy wink. Now you get to look forward to a second one. Yeah, I was about to say, didn't we kiss ourselves the first time? I don't remember there being a high five. Glad we got it. Oh, lake water. But... oh, got a whistling Jimmy. And a saucy Wibbler. And a snarky Mitchell. Huh, this pump has a Glaxton valve on it.
A Glaxton valve?
Yeah. The other one is missing its Glaxton valve. I'm hoping that's not going to be, like, a problem. I kind of want to retrieve the Glaxton valve, but I don't know if I'll be allowed to. Yeah, the guy who ate all my goddamn food. Can't fish in here again. Might as well just test the limit of what refreshes. It's good that they're building a dam. It'd be a shame if future generations got to enjoy this forest. The Kingdom of Loathing is a place where everyone hates nature and everything in it, so that's about right. Alright, let's head to the mine, and then we will head to the hardware store. You hear a high-pitched buzzing sound from a nearby ditch and take a brief detour to investigate it. It's a swarm of ultra gnats. You remember learning in college that their wings flap hundreds of times faster than the wings of normal gnats. Nobody knows why. The leading theory is that they're just overachievers. You hold a piece of paper under the swarm of gnats and collect a bunch of the powder that falls off of them. Energizing powder. This is a natural energizing compound. Nature speaks in mysterious ways, but not before it has had its coffee. The insects in this place are really weird. Also, hang on, Gumbuckle Mine. I'm pretty sure the mine in West of Loathing was also Gumbuckle Mine. Huh, a hole in space. Let's forceps that close. File flip-flops. Makes your steps more organized. Office equipment or footwear. Can't it be both? Oh my god, that's pretty good. There's nothing on this desk except a very old pink slip. The reason for termination is listed as shirking of elevator maintenance duties. This cabinet is securely locked. The 1906 calendar. A desk with nothing on, under, or in, or behind it. A huge disappointment, really. Empty bird cage. They must have run out of canaries.
Oh no.
This version of the cabinet is unlocked. Unfortunately, this version of the cabinet is empty.
Can you leave it unlocked in the past future?
I'm not sure. There's a jacket hanging on the coat rack, which I guess technically makes it a jacket rack. Oh hey, the Gumbuckle Mine cabinet key. Little brass key with Kretschmeyer Cabinet Company engraved on it. Okay, the elevator works.
Elevator can go down in the
Main
past.
shaft in the past. No way are you wandering off into that temporal abyss. Oh, the support beam is lousy with termites. I see what happened to the mine. This cabinet is labeled dynamite storage, and it is extremely locked. A very large, oddly spherical rock. It has a hole drilled. Your flashlight reveals sparkly colored crystals inside. It's a geode. Huh. Maybe I can get, like, some TNT out of that mining cabinet in the future.
There's probably some dynamite that you can probably get from down there.
Yeah.
Future somehow.
Got the cabinet key. Can of elevator grease. This can is labeled elevator grease, so don't go thinking you can use it to lubricate a ramp or staircase or a funicular. Oh, hang on a second. Inadequate elevator maintenance. What if I grease the elevator? A squirt here, a dollop there, and kapow! This thing will run like a charm for at least 22 years! Hang on a second. There's nothing on this desk except an old Employee of the Month award certificate. You're the only one who's even been here in this month, so you definitely deserve this. This award is made out to Herbert Gutchins, but for all anybody knows, that could be your name. That's good. Oh, and the elevator has been remarkably well maintained, so we can go down in the future now.
Nice!
Oh, it's even darker down here. Fallen debris. Back in the massive cave-in. Actually, I suppose it's technically a mine-in.
I wonder if you're able to, like, put some termite repellent on the one in the past to prevent the cave-in.
Yeah, no, that's probably it. Like, there's something I have to do about the termites, I'm just not sure what. It might not even be something I can do in this area. I might have to, like, this might be just, like, an area-long side quest. Dynamite storage. Can't do anything with the geode. But yeah, I'll have to remember this if I find, like, termite repellent, I guess. You know, you don't need to do much to get Employee of the Month here. Just,
you know, Employee of the Year. Hey, if you leave the Employee of the Month thing in the back, do you think you could get an Employee of the Year thing by just, like, infinitely stacking that?
Yeah, no, you just improve the mine until it's like, yeah, mine CEO certificate.
Employee of the Universe.
You definitely deserve it. Beppo's hole. Sorry. You notice a particularly cobweb-strewn copse of trees, and as you get near it, you catch a glimpse of a big hole full of spiders in the middle of it. You can just barely read the old wooden sign next to it, declaring to the world that the hole belongs to Beppo.
Beppo? Beppo, your hole!
I'm gonna pretend I didn't find Beppo's hole for right now. Hello, nice old man. I'm here to shake you down for the mob. Hello? What can I do for you? I need some termite poison. I wish regulatory agency made me stop selling it a few years back because it was quote-unquote killing everybody who used it. Huh. So more of an everything poison then. Oh yeah, wicked good for termites though. Can I have some candy? Oh. I'm gonna shake you. I've been asked to shake up some of your merchandise. Come again? There's some mob guys who want me to intimidate you for some reason, so they send me here to shake things up. Or down. Something like that. Huh. Well, those cans of paint over there could use a good shake, and I ain't got around to it for a while. Okay, sounds good. Can't say I feel particularly intimidated, though. Tangerine puce, cabbage amber, and forest purple. Okay, well, I know where we can get some fucking termite poison, back before it was banned. It does kill everyone who uses it, though, so hopefully, you know, I won't use it and it'll just be the termites. How much for this jar of termite poison? That'll be 22 meat. I'll take it. Buy the pesticide and place it very carefully in your sack. The spray canister filled with chemicals that history demonstrated to be just as dangerous to humans as it is to termites. Mind you don't get any of that on your skin. And don't breathe the fumes, and don't pour it down any drains or rivers or otherwise let it get into the groundwater. And if the jar starts to melt, get it into a fresh jar straight away. Yeah, that sounds about right. All of this season's most popular colors, such as old-fashioned brown and ordinary black and classic white.
Completely normal.
Yeah, I don't know what happened between then and now. I think it's probably all the lead in the paint. Alright, let's go solve those termites, I suppose. We'll check out Beppo's hole after we deal with the mine. I don't want to forget about the mine. Find the decaying nightstand discarded in a ditch. It's kind of a weird place to find a nightstand. Maybe someone got so mad about stubbing their toes all the time, they angrily drove out into the woods and threw it out of the car. Dang, there's all sorts of useful stuff in here. Junk mail. Yeah, okay. We'll call that useful. Back to the past. Alright, time to hopefully not poison myself horribly. Termite free. Right. And what does that do for us in the future? So, what's my EXP at? 38. Okay. Right? Ooh, a mining helmet. Mining helmet. This helmet is heavy, but it has a light. An extremely enthusiastic rat has chewed a hole in this solidly locked steel cabinet. 22-year-old stick of dynamite. This is a 22-year-old stick of dynamite. You're lucky you found this instead of a 44-year-old stick. They get really dangerous when they're that old.
Oh.
Huge, weirdly spherical rock. It's got a hole drilled in it.
Stick the dynamite in.
Should I do this here or in the past, do you think?
Do it in the past, just in case.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what if you leave the dynamite in the past and it becomes a 44-year-old stick of dynamite? That is required.
Yeah, let's try that. Just in case. Yeah. Going through all this effort for a non-standard game over when I just accidentally blow up myself and like, yeah, you did it.
Oops.
You've seen some disappointing explosions in your life. That one really failed to even make a dent in the cake. This rock must be made of tougher stuff than a relatively fresh stick of dynamite can handle. Yeah, so I think I have to go back and get another stick of dynamite now, probably. I came back to the past and then immediately forgot the puzzle I was trying to solve. Let's see if that rat produced another stick of dynamite. Thank goodness, the rat produced another stick of dynamite.
Thank goodness, rat.
Oh wait, did I actually check this cabinet? Oh yeah, I had the elevator grease, okay. Sorry, my short-term memory glitches sometimes. You know how it is.
We had to dedicate a lot more of your memory to the long term. You've got a lot of stuff to remember.
Yeah, like the 11 years of Kingdom of Loathing that I've played. Alright. Got that delectable 22-year-old stick of dynamite. Now let's see if we can turn it into a 44-year-old stick of dynamite. I hear those things are really dangerous.
What happens if it keeps going?
I don't think I'll be able to take it out of there specifically because of how dangerous it is. Yeah, there's an extremely old stick of dynamite in a hole in this thing. It's practically squirting nitroglycerin. Yeah! Geode! You've blown the geode open, exposing a huge variety of crystals. Oh right, Crystal wanted crystals. For her store. Crystal Museum, right? Ah, another cola machine. I guess I'll buy the soda. You know, protect your family. It's the patriotic thing. Wait, no, that's not the sandwich museum. Where was the crystal store? It's labeled crystal store. Oops. Oh, nuts. Hold the line. I stepped in some kind of weird mushroom. Spores all over my good dancing shoes for crying out loud. Dancing as in actual dancing, or as in back alley shootout? Why do I want a different pair for each? They ain't that dissimilar. She wipes the spore off her high heels with a leaf and then hands it to you as if you'll know what to do with it. Thanks. Hey, I found some crystals, Crystal. It's easy to remember Crystal's name because that's the thing she doesn't sell. How's that mine of mine? Break off anything expensive? Yes, in fact. You did? Well, that's just great. Hang on a minute. She leaves and comes back an hour later with 2 big armloads of crystals. You just give me a couple hours, and I'll give you a fully functional crystal shop now, okay? What should I do in the meantime? Got some old magazines here somewhere. Oh yeah, here they are. Read magazines for a couple of hours. Spend a while reading. It's mostly op-ed pieces about political scandals from 20 years ago, but you managed to learn a thing or two. Crystal eventually taps you on the shoulder. All set now. Don't suppose you want to make a purchase? You know, this magazine's fascinating. Say, did you hear about those sketchy land grants up in Oregon? I remember my grandparents talking about it. Boy, that Mitchell. What a sneaky snake. Yeah. Anyway, got you a little something to say thanks. When I was going through the crystals, I found a small one that I really can't sell for very much, and I just thought of you. You remember when the very idea of this crystal was no more than a twinkle in Crystal's eye. Thanks. What else we got in stock? Huh. Crystal's chili pepper necklace. Oh, they're elemental armor. That's helpful. Crystal pickle necklace. A fragrant crystalline pickle on a simple silver chain. Elegance incarnate.
Plus 3 stench armor.
By the power of this gray skull, you feel totally fearless. And... okay. Healing items and damage items. Alright. I bet that
a muscle-based heal is pretty good.
Yeah. I don't need it, though. I have a lot of damage, so I barely ever take damage. I think that statuette was just for our room. It'll probably go on the shelf when we get back. Time to go to Beppo's hole.
Beppo's funny hole.
Your meandering hike takes you near the lake, which may not have been reflected in the map display, but you'll just have to spend your disbelief on that one. Molly picks up a flat stone and skims it expertly across the water. Nice one. Thanks. Hey, Sugar, how big of a rock do you think you can chuck? Raw muscle isn't exactly my forte, but I guess I'd do all right. You pick up a rock, you pick up a fist-sized rock and pitch it into the lake with a splash. A loud plonk follows close behind, and you turn to see Molly picking up a softball-sized rock with a grin. That's impressive. I may look like a girly girl, but my Tommy's got a kick like a mule. Gotta keep the rust off of these pistons, you know? Is Tommy your boyfriend? That sounds kind of... My girlfriend's name is Nancy. Tommy is short for M1921 Thompson submachine gun. Oh.
Oh, nice. She's
right.
lesbian. Congratulations.
I knew that. She heaves another large rock into the lake. You try your best to match her, but it's not much of a contest. Yeah! No, we got it! We got the LGBT rep! Clip it! Fucking clip it!
Hey, clip. Clip, baby.
It's important.
Clip it.
I think we had LGBT rep earlier as well, but... Alright, Beppo's hole. I'm gonna take a hit off of my vape before we venture into Beppo's hole.
Alright. Perfect.
There aren't
I've
as
got
many
it
spider
clipped.
eggs in here as there could be, but there are still too many. Also, thank you. The plaque says Beppo's Hole at the top, and then there's some fine print. Beppo's Hole is named after Beppo P. Soricchio, who purchased this plot of land in 1903 with the stated intention of creating a shark sanctuary. He managed to dig one decent-sized pit, but before he could fill it up with sharks, it filled itself up. Sorry, thinking about cobwebs sets off my sneeze sensors. It filled itself up with spiders. Perhaps it would be more accurate to say that the spiders filled it up with themselves and their offspring. Their teeming hordes of awful, venomous offspring. It is the opinion of the Crystal Dream Lake Historical Society that Beppo's Hole should be avoided at all costs. In fact, we probably shouldn't have put this placard here or included it on any of our maps. May those you leave behind forgive us. Fascinating. This wriggling cocoon is roughly person-sized, so it's either a person who's been cocooned by a spider and is slowly suffocating to death, or a person-sized mass of baby spiders. Talk to him/her/them. Hello in there? You a person or a mind-breaking quantity of baby spiders? Is that the kind of noise that a whole lot of baby spiders would make? Hang on, I have an idea before we...
Well, we are an entomologist, so we'd be able to
Just want to turn
back
that
in
on.
Ophelia mode. Yeah, right.
You cut apart the cocoon, knowing that it's probably just a guy in there, but secretly hoping that it's a trillion baby spiders instead. Sadly, it is indeed a guy. But since you're so into spiders that you deliberately checked a setting to let us know, why not take a second to close your eyes and imagine if it had been a trillion baby spiders, just pouring out of there and covering you entirely. Wow!
Yeah, baby. Yeah, we know you checked that fucking box. We know you fucking love spiders.
Woo!
I bet you you'd have different intro info if you had that box checked when you discovered Beppo's Hole first as well.
Yeah, no, let's go read the placard again, see if that changed. Thanks, friend. You had me worried there for a sec. They call me Doc. I came out here to get some free gauze. Got a bit more than I bargained for. Hi, Doc. I'm May. I assume from your doctor hat thing that you're literally a doctor. In the sense that doctoring is my profession, yes. In the sense that I have a legal license for practicing it, no.
How about the hobo code?
Oh, sure, I can teach you hobo code for all kinds of medical terms. He teaches you how to read his handwriting and then teaches you some
All
hobo
right.
code.
Understood. He is a fucking hobo doctor.
You were looking
the
for
best
some
kind
gauze.
of doctor.
Yep, the webs from big spiders like this make really great surgical gauze. It's strong, self-adhesive, and even sterile if it's really fresh. Unfortunately, I kind of bit off more than I could chew. You can chew it, too? No, I meant metaphorically. One of the great big spiders that live in Beppo's Hole caught sight of me. I don't recommend messing around with that hole, especially if you're flushed to the gills on medicinal alcohol. Oops. You know, there's a hobo camp just outside of Ocean City. They could probably use a doctor. Great! I could use some patience! Because I'm much too eager to get doctoring! That's a joke that works better out loud than in print. But... Anyway, see you there. Well, you could say that that doctor doesn't have very many patients. There are definitely a lot of spiders in this hole.
Jump in and fight them.
Damn, there sure are. They're big, too. Anyway, what if I just fucking shot you with a cheese gun, guys? I'm going to keep shooting you with the cheese gun until I win. Alright. Get whisked. There are now slightly fewer spiders in Beppo's hole. Spider leg wand. This is likely to start some arguments about whether or not various things technically count as wands. This is a reuse of the stinkworm venom sac graphic. Interesting. This is the organ where spiders keep their poison. The organ they use to play their hymns is kept in a spider cathedral. Is it still a web if it's not in web shape? I suppose that's a question best left to the spider philosophers. Yeah, there's no extra text on the Beppo's hole plaque. So is this just one of those infinite spawners that just gives me a whole bunch of spiders? Was the only thing here the hobo? I forget, did the hobo give us a task in the spider hole, or was he just like, damn, I got fucked up by the spider hole?
I think he was just fucked up by the spider hole.
Me too, man.
What does he do?
Thanks, Molly. Spider fang. If you think about it, a bite with with big enough teeth counts as a bunch of stabbings. Huh, eating spider eggs makes you immune to poison. Okay. I'm gonna turn off arachnophilia mode.
You know.
It's because it'll make these fights go a little faster. I'm just gonna fight a couple for the XP and item. It's because I did some shopping. If there's one thing to be known about Cheese Wizards, it is that they do be shopping. Creepy forest fetish. A creepy little sculpture made of twigs held together with spider webs and throbbing with evil magic. Ah, 3 spell damage to a hat. That's really good. You've cleared out the spiders. For now. There will probably be more spiders if you come back on a different day. Ah, so these are limited. Okay. So if I really wanted to, like, clearing out all of the infinite spawners might not be the worst idea. I'm gonna wander a couple times, see if I discover any new locations. The future version of yourself strolls up to you and hands you a fat wad of meat. You know it's the future version, not the past version, because you don't remember this happening before. You gain 300 meat. Here, take this meat. Technically, I guess I should be repaying it to the future me. That's me now, so you'll have to do. What? What's the point of giving me meat if I have to give it back to me later? You'll be making meat more easily later, so this won't seem like as much then. Think of it as a no-interest loan. On the contrary, I actually am interested. They roll their eyes at you. Sheesh, future you is a jerk. Haha. Yeah, anyway, don't forget to pay you back or the universe will probably explode or something.
Well...
Probably nothing. Huh. An old pre-war soda machine that is sunken into the ground. A rusty cola can. You force some meat into the slot and grind the crank around until the door grudgingly unrocks. Inside, you find a raccoon skeleton and one extremely old can of soda. This can of cola is so old and rusty you can't even tell whether it's red or blue. Or maybe some kind of horrible brown cola that you have never heard of before.
Brown cola. Brown?
I mean, most of them are brown. In my experience, but...
Yeah. Hey, wait, does that mean red and blue soda are literally red and blue colored, respectively?
Possibly? I need more mysticality if I want to translate the spider right. I don't have the experience to up my mysticality. Oh, yes I do. Hey, excellent. Mind over Munster. A lot of dealing with injuries is just being smart enough to convince yourself that the injury never happened. Yeah, Kingdom of Loathing is a lot of self-delusion to avoid being in pain.
Mind over matter.
Just off to one side of the trail, you see two things at roughly the same time. The first is a whole flock of those horrible murder fairies dancing around merrily and laughing in shrill little voices. The second is the bloody carcass of a medium-sized bear that they're hopping up and down on and occasionally chewing. Oh, here's a third thing. All of the fairies stopping what they're doing and turning to look at you. One of them pulls out a revolver and giggles. Another flip opens a straight razor and makes a noise that sounds a lot like a confused and dying bear. These guys are dreadful. These guys are terrifying. Anyway, cheese shotgun. You won. They could call you the Fairy Slayer, if that wouldn't be a weird thing to call someone. This tiny wand is tipped with a star made of solid gold. Don't get too excited, though. It's only like 1/10 of an ounce. I'm gonna wander around until I get those spider runes again. Yeah, You see your past self coming up the road towards you, and remember that 300 meat you owe you. Maybe you ought to pay that back so the paradox doesn't destroy causality or anything. You stroll up to yourself and hand them 300 meat. As expected, they're a bit puzzled by this. Here, take this meat. Technically, I guess I should be repaying it to the future me. That's me now, so you'll have to do. What's the point in giving me meat if I have to give it back later? You'll be making meat more easily later. So this won't seem like as much then. Just think of it as a no-interest loan. On the contrary, I actually am interested. You roll your eyes. God, what a cornball joke. You're frankly embarrassed to have made it. Haha, yeah. Anyway, don't forget to pay you back or the universe will probably explode or something.
Well,
did we really just cause that paradox with ourself by shortcutting our own paradox? You hear some growling and shrieking and laughing nearby, and despite it being a bad idea because it's probably more of those horrible fairies, you go to check it out. It does in fact turn out to be more of those horrible fairies. These ones are tormenting a badger, which is backed up into a shallow burrow and frantically swatting at them as they poke at it with little knives. Just as you're starting to back away, grateful that they haven't noticed you, you step on a dry twig. It cracks noisily, and the fairies all turn around. Dang it, twig.
Well, it's better than them harassing the poor badger, I suppose.
Yeah, what the hell? Loathing's badgers are either cowards or these fairies are really bad. Get whisked. You won! The badger seems grateful, or at least as grateful as a badger can seem, which isn't very much to be honest. Fairy loot makes up the difference, however. Give me the spider runes. Give me the spider runes. You're startled by a tiny skull painted on the side of a tree. You are then unstartled by the realization that it's just a death's head moth. You really learned how to deal with these things back in college. You put your face extremely close to the moth and then scream, "Get out of here, you dumb moth!" Startled by your scream. The flies away, leaving only a faint mist, which you collect. Death's head moths aren't actually dangerous. They steal honey out of beehives. They just look like they have a skull on them. That's why they're called death's head moths.
Get out of here, you dumb moth!
You're walking through the woods around Chris. There's a huge spider. It jumps out of nowhere and aims a spot right at your face and shoots a huge glob of web at you. Time slows down around you as the horrible sticky wad sails through the air directly at the part of your head where you keep all your most important sensory organs. Sorry, I guess that was a weird way to phrase that. I couldn't think of a good synonym for face. You duck and roll out of the path of the incoming goop, and just keep rolling until you're completely out of this part of the woods. Jesus did not get crucified. He simply tucked his arms into his chest and rolled away.
As you do.
I will be skipping any text we've already seen, so if I don't read something out, it's because we've probably already seen it before. Anyway, time to throw some fucking cheese at these mushrooms.
Mushrooms, get cheese, idiots.
Yeah, they sure do love poisoning. I hope that... Yeah, okay, I survived. I'm gonna throw a knife at you just to make sure you actually die. Oh. That's not great. Ah! That's what I get for mismanaging that fight. You lost. Whatever these mushroom guys are angry about, they sure are thorough in how they express that anger. You take a moment to consider your failure. You're thinking about that fight you lost, and how much that sucked, how much you don't want to lose any more fights. Well, alright. Your future self turns up again, this time lugging an old wooden crate. Here, take these. Huh? These what? Case of antique bandages. They'll come in handy. But I can't use them. I'll have to keep them so I can foist them off on another me to close the loop. You're just sticking me with a pointless errand I'll have to do later. No, dummy. You use these ones, then ask Charles Wallace for the crate of old bandages that Murray left in the storeroom. That's where I got these. But didn't you get them from yourself like I'm doing now? No, I used those. Look, just take them. Jeez, you got a lot to learn about causality. A dusty old crate of sticky old bandages.
Ah, so you need this is an important quest item, and later you're going to find the same quest item that you now have to give back to.
Yeah, I try not to question causality. Hey, sugar, hold still a minute while I hit you in the knees with this lead pipe, okay? What? No. Oh, come on, I got a swell idea for improving my kneecapping technique, and I want to test it out. But you can wait until we get into a fight with someone, and then try it out on them. Phooey, I hate waiting for stuff. Okay. I'm gonna fight the mushroom men, now that I know that there is in fact a limit to the mushroom. They don't take very much sleaze damage. About stench damage. Yeah, there's stench and sleaze armor. Damn it. That's why they're not taking any damage. My foolishness. Please don't sporulate. I would ask once again, please do not sporulate.
What's wrong with sporulation?
No, I don't want one of these guys growing in my lungs. Look at his little face, and imagine one of those growing inside of your body. Mushroom cap. It's a cap in two different senses. Funny. Antique bandages. Pry the lid off the crate. Most of the bandages have disintegrated, but you find half a dozen that are still intact. They don't make these things like they used to. Probably because it turned out they're like 75% poison. Great! I don't use the Parmesan until that off. My current accessory. Compass, yeah? Yeah, put on the fairy charm. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep making these pants better whenever I can. Yeah, make the fez creepy. Yeah, stick a pentagram right on there. Hell yes. Bank pouch full of gold. I forget when I got that, but Junk mail. You can't open the letter because you don't have a letter opener. I know it's frustrating, but you have to admit that the logic behind it is sound. Do I? Mushrooms are very tanky.
Yeah,
I think it's
no,
because of their keratinous cell layer.
Weird that you can just fucking not cook mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like, they resist it.
You can't overcook a mushroom. You can soften the mushroom, but to actually overcook the mushroom, like, that requires true and genuine effort. Ow. Poisoners are going to be the actual... It's an unironic huge amount of damage. Scatters delicious spores for all of my friends, but I am the only one alive. The saddest 12th birthday party a mushroom man has ever had. Mushroom steak. This isn't really a steak, but a steak-sized slab of mushroom stem. Steak is just easier to say than all that, though. Probably just gonna go till I... Bonky. I just wish they would stop attacking my doughboy and killing him the first turn out of every battle, because they do love doing that.
Interesting.
Yes?
It would appear that in the same fashion that the Pokemon game does not inform you that Shed Ninja has been added to your party, the Tandemouse turns into Mousehold without informing you.
Yeah. No, I told you about that. More mice just show up.
I did not realize that it did not inform me via evolution. It just happened.
Yeah,
and did not tell
there's
me.
no screen.
No, it just fucking.
Yeah.
They're here now. Where did you fuckers come from?
I'm sure Tandemouse would tell you if it could speak. Yeah, I've seen people who have criticized this generation for having unoriginal designs, to which, again, I say I will tap the, Geodude is a rock with arms sign, you know? Alright. I think I've fought enough mushrooms for now. Huh. In a thickly overgrown and essentially sunless part of the woods, you happen across two large and burly vampires. They seem pretty ticked off. They're growling menacingly, shoving each other around, and so forth. Some kind of spooky territory dispute? Or maybe one of them drank a Taurus, the other was saving for a special occasion? The nature of their argument is unclear. What is clear? That these guys are very strong. You'd better be pretty sure of yourself if you plan to do something before they notice you. I mean, where'd the third one go? Come from? There was only two of them before. What the hell? They summoned a third conjurer from nowhere. Well,
That was the vampire referee that showed up to referee the 2 vampire disputes, but then you were here also. So now it's gotta deal with you.
Well, I've destroyed the hematic orbulus. Yeah, decap him. Thank you. Good God, is that pipe made out of silver, Molly? What the fuck? You won! You collect a fair payment from each vampire for beating up the other one on their behalf. It's just brutal. Alright, I think we've done most of the quests that are gonna be in Crystal Dream. So let's head to Porkham. Chapter 3. Back to school. Oh god. Seaside Institute of Technology. Finite hallway. You've seen finite hallways before. You really want to go back down that one? Theoretical topology. All the events listed on this board either happened last month or are going to happen next month. This seems unsafe. As you enter the library, an elderly man, presumably the librarian, waves you over to his desk. Hello, I'm afraid I don't recognize you. Are you a student here? Oh, no, I'm just looking for a book. I'm sorry, the Institute's library is only for students, alumni, and faculty. It's really important that I see this book, but... I do wish I could help you, but rules are rules. You'll have to inquire at the admissions office first. Oh god, am I going to have to...
I think you're going to have to become an alumni.
Our founder, Junius Fitzgerald Technology. It's him, it's Mr. Technology. Lucian P. Wormwood, Dean of Students. It's either the admissions clerk or someone the admissions clerk pays to keep their seat warm. Hello, how can I be of help to you? The librarian said I need to be a student to use the library, so I guess I'm here to take the most absurdly roundabout route to my goal as possible. Oh, well, you'll be interested in the accelerated course then. Our usual undergraduate degree is a 4-year program, but the accelerated course only takes 3 years is still kind of more than I was hoping. Hours! 3 hours! Oh, okay, great. How much will it cost? Are you from this area? Yeah, Deep Sea originally, but I'm living in Ocean City. Well, you're in luck. What with the accelerated course being discounted, plus a further local discount for local education incentives, plus a further discount for the fact that we're in the middle of a break and the facilities would otherwise be idle, tuition will be 100 me. Wow, that sounds really reasonable. We also have some leftover grant money for low-income students this fiscal year if you need assistance. The grand total would come to 3. I will totally take you up on that. I can't believe that I've gone back to college, graduating already. Great, sign here and we'll get you all set up. What would you like to take as your major? That's a big decision. Well, since we're on break and a lot of teachers are out of town, it's actually not all that big. 3 options are botany, robotectronics, or chemicals. Robotectronics, I am a robotectronic. I'll be really good at this. Next, choose a minor, which can be geology, metaacoustics, or astronomy. Alright, do you want combat, a puzzle, or a sillier puzzle?
I want the silliest puzzle possible, so astronomy it is, I suppose.
Robotectronics and astronomy. Astronomy. I love to graze on great grub. You're thinking of gastronomy. Oh, well, I like to raise on rub, too. Astronomy's fine. And finally, you get one elective. Spiders, culinary science, or phys ed. Spiders.
Spiders! Spiders! Spiders!
Spiders sounds like a totally normal choice. I'll go with that. The clerk makes a few notes and gathers some papers. Okay, great. That's everything. Here's your transcript sheet. In order to graduate, you'll need to get each of your 3 instructors to sign that after you pass their class. Okay, where do I go to get started? Here's a map to help you get around campus. It's a mimeographed map of the Seaside Institute of Technology campus. Vector wing and scalar wing. And here's your student ID. Don't lose that. That's how Athena identifies you. Athena? Athena is our campus security. It's an acronym for Ask the New Electronic Doorway Security System for Access. Never let a guy who builds a thing pick the name. Anyway, welcome to the Seaside Institute of Technology. Just in time, too. My lunch break starts right now. She stands from her desk and leaves with a wave. The admissions clerk is out to lunch. A little sign on her desk says, back in March.
March?
Yeah, we're in, like, December, aren't we? Like...
Yeah.
You know,
It's a bit out.
Ocean City seems like a pretty decadent communist state considering the grant money that I got here. Why is there a gift shop? Sit. Not so long ago, shorts this short would have caused a nationwide scandal. Jazz pants are popular with the youth of today. This is the most coffee cups you've ever seen in one place. Replica class ring. This is indistinguishable from an actual SIT class ring, unless you look very closely at the carved badgers, whereupon you see that they are not themselves wearing class rings. Okay. I wonder if I'll get a class ring that I can give to Charles from graduating. Because he said that he collects them, right? SIT pennant. This pennant either proclaims that you went to SIT or very loudly commands your guests to sit down. Yeah, I'll get a souvenir mug. And while I'm here, I just have some of these mushroom caps because I can get more. Sell off some of my extra stuff, you know. Coolest cosmetic wine. Spores that Molly just kind of gathers. I don't want to think too hard about that. Alright. Oh, hey, yeah, one of those irregular, like, kinetic sculpture mechanism things. This guy must be the janitor, presumably. Hi there, are you the janitor? Yep, that's me. Been the janitor in this place for nigh on 60 years. You got any questions? I figure I know about all there is to know about these buildings. Wow, everything? Well, everything janitorial at any rate. I do have a question, in fact. Yeah, what can I do for you, kiddo? Can you tell me about the main lobby? You mean this lobby right here? Yeah. The one I was almost finished mopping before you came in without wiping your feet? Oh, sorry. Nah, just yanking ya. Ain't no difference to me which floor I'm mopping. I see. What's the deal with the infinite hallway? They said I can't start mopping down there till they finish painting it, which suits me since they ain't never gonna finish painting it, no matter how many clever math tricks they come up with. Super tasks my foot. You asked the janitor about the finite hallway. That's a real good hallway. Goes on for a little while and then it stops. Real traditional, real easy to clean. Love it. You tell me anything about the scalar wing? I've been infected by your janitorial mannerisms. Good old scalar wing. That's my alma mater, you know. Oh, really? Yep. Liberal arts, class of 1869. That's nice. You say you're curious about the vector wing. Somebody scribbled some weird symbols on the wall next to the paradox lab. Don't know why anybody would want to do a fool thing like that, considering how every classroom got a chalkboard for scribbling weird symbols on. Couldn't get any paint to cover it over with, because they're using it all to paint the infinite hallway. Had to use chalk instead. Huh. Well, we go in the library now that we're a student, or are they gonna make us go to class? Okay, we can go in the library, excellent. Look up a name. May Not a Dog. There is no entry for May Not a Dog. You see, Hello, dear. Are you new here? Yeah. Yes, I'm May. My name's Janet. Please don't be alarmed by my visible mechanical insides. I'm in no pain. Well, that's good. That didn't, be an issue. Oh, I'm perfectly mobile. I have wheels, and the Robotectronics department has provided me with some very nice telescoping arms. I'm just sitting down right now, because with the majority of students on break, I don't have any books that need shelving. Okay then.
Ah, lovely.
Anything I can help you with, dear? Would you say it's an important one and rare one, or an easily replaceable one? The former, definitely. Oh, you'll want to ask Douglas about that. He keeps track of all the books that we actually care about. Okay, thanks. Know anything about Robotectronics? Ah, well, you've come to the right place. I spent quite a lot of time at the Robotectronics department. Have they got you running the robot obstacle course? I don't know yet, but since you brought it up, probably. Well, I don't know. They've arranged the courses this semester, so I can only give you general advice. Mainly just experiment. Different robot parts are effective at overcoming different obstacles, and many obstacles can be overcome in more than one way. Just try a variety of things, and I'm sure you'll figure it out. Okay, so I think she's just gonna give hints, so I'm not gonna look for those others just yet. Ah, hello again. Are you a student now? I am, yep. Got my student ID and everything, see? Yes, that looks to be in order. Very well then. My name is Douglas. What can I do for you? Why does that man have an eyeball through the head? He's quite a sight, isn't he? Please don't be alarmed. We're confused. Ted and I, and our colleague Janet over to my right, share a, shall we say, unusual past. Happened. We worked in a circus sideshow together. That was more than 30 years ago now. Oh my god, I know why these guys are familiar.
Oh, they're the fucking freak sideshow people.
No, they're the,
oh my god.
They're the fucking sideshow from West of Loathing. I saw Janet and my brain immediately went like, hang on a second, you seem very familiar. Like, haven't they done this joke before? But I didn't say anything, and I just realized that this guy is also from the circus. I believe he's ambidextrous.
Is that his
seem
joke?
like sideshow material. Perhaps not, but regard! He stands up and turns to face the wall, but he's still looking right at you. His entire back is identical to his front, with another face on the back of his head, and all of the clothes tailored to match. What? Please excuse me, but I do always enjoy the reactions of new students. No, that was the joke, that's right. His sprite never changed.
Oh, literally his back is identical to his front, but
yeah.
There's no...
Holy jeez. Oh, don't worry. It sounds much worse than it feels. A regimen of stretching exercises keeps me fit as a fiddle. Anyway, after the three of us escaped the circus, we headed east. The Institute took us in out of scientific curiosity and gave us work as librarians. How did you escape? It's not a story that really bears recounting. Besides, the three of us prefer to look ahead, not back. Even myself. Haha. Is there anything I can help you with? Yeah, I'm looking for a certain book. It's gonna sound dumb. I've had this job for years, and I assure you, whatever it is, I've heard dumber. Well, I don't know the title of the book or what it's about. All I know is that it's hardcover and about so big. Probably an antique. Well, something above that size and age would be in our stacks. All the books out front here are ones that won't be mourned if an undergrad doodles in the margins or Uses a slice of bologna as a bookmark. Okay. Yep, there he is.
There he is.
Hello? Douglas calls over to you. I'm afraid the stacks are off limits to undergraduates, faculty, and alumni only. Is that to pass on my courses first? Exactly. Once you have all 3 signatures on your course transcript, Ted will verify them, let you through. And I should warn you, not that I think you'd attempt to cheat or anything, but Ted is very good at spotting forgeries and has a lot of pent-up anger and frustrations. Ted clenches and unclenches his fists while watching you carefully. Okay, then. So yeah, it looks like we do in fact have to fucking graduate. Actually, I'm gonna look up Junius Fitzgerald Technology, see if the directory has anything to say. Can't even fit it. Wow. Okay. Technology? Junius F. Technology, inventor of the university, 1630, patent expired, 1650. Dean of students, 1630 to 1669, retired. Oh, hey! You looked up not a dog, main not a dog, temporary instructor, parentheses, spiders. Wait, what? Have I been hired?
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
You've been hired.
Oh, shit. Hang on. Okay, looks like Uncle Chuck did not, in fact, go to college. Hang on, Molly, did you go to college? Okay, no. And just one last check. Okay. Ed has not gone to college either. Okay. Infinite hallway. This hallway stretches out as far as you can see. To infinity, though? Surely not. Notice, the hallway is infinite. Your bladder is not. A steam-powered toilet. You don't see these very often, and it's not hard to imagine why. Huh. The noise that made was horrifying. An infinite amount of fluorescent light has faded this painting away completely. Don't have any business in that room. I guess steam doesn't really work in an infinitely long duct. These events all happened millennia ago. Unfortunately, the water pressure here is 1 divided by infinity. Vents. Solid foods lab. Map is too narrow for you to figure out where you are on it. The Occult Proton Lab, Dr. Tiger Talbot. Tertiary Particle Lab. Oh god, I think it might actually... Oh god. The number on the doors is definitely going up. This game wouldn't do that as a joke, right? Tell me there's an infinite hallway and then just let me walk down it forever and it's actually just infinite, while implying that something is progressing.
No, there's different words on every single one of those.
Professor Adeline Beale, Mechanical Frequency Lab, Dr. Ignaz M. Spoker, Linear Math Lab, Professor Vincent Caldera, Low Energy Waveform, Dense Motion. My worry is just that they're going to start looping except for the numbers at one point, and I won't notice. The Energetic Ecology Lab, the Angular Particle Lab, the Dense Energy Lab, the Hydraulic Vibration Lab, Static Photon Lab. Secondary Color Lab. The Occult Molecule Lab. The Wet Ethics Lab. What do you think Wet Ethics is about? Is this hallway actually just going to be infinite? Because this could be one of Jick's funny procedural generation things. Professor Bechamel. Yep, could you look up if this infinite hallway is infinite? Maybe there'll be a indication on that. The Liquid Zoology Lab.
Let's see.
Dr. Utica
It is
Patterson.
not. If you keep moving right for about 15 minutes, you'll unlock the Void Spider Pet after a difficult battle.
Okay. Well, I'll see y'all in 15 minutes. I'm doing it. Like, I'm getting it. Like, there's nothing more to be said. Now that I know there's something there, I'm doing it.
You need the oraculophilia traits ticked as well.
I do have it ticked.
Okay, cool. As long as you have those traits ticked and you walk for 15 minutes, you'll get something. Otherwise, you just won't. It'll just keep going.
Excellent. God, this is gonna take so long, though. So, anything you'd like to talk about?
Well, there's a lot of things I'd like to talk about. Mostly, I'd like to talk about how much of a fucking hassle they're making it to get my fucking goat.
Is your goat located on a mountaintop or something? Is it DD?
Yes, apparently fucking
away?
so. It is in like the post game area, and I'm having to do some fucking like sneak around shit in order to get in there early. I'm gonna get my goat.
Rasputin Olds. Maybe you should just be grateful that you have the goat, and that's the joke here. I wonder if indeed you
just
licked
going.
Knackle.
You know, now that I've got the Garganak or whatever, Garganak has a fun little animation that he'll do where he fucking rubs his fingers together like he's drizzling salt on something.
Oh.
Also, apparently, Garganak salt instantly heals wounds.
I know salt can sterilize wounds, but that's I think that's a little much. Dr. Elvis Christ.
Dr. Elvis.
I'm wondering if these were randomly generated or if Jick fucking custom generated all of these. Like if he wrote these by hand, or if he put together a generator, because I don't think I've seen. Yeah, there's a liquid ecology lab. That's not the same thing as a liquid zoology lab. Professor Priscilla Fraser. Linear Fluids Lab. Holy shit, the Triple Beverages Lab. I hear they made Pepsi 4 there. Dr. Elvira Bogan. Dr. Gordy Weed.
That say Dynamite Acoustic Labs back there? I think it did.
Yeah, it might have. So, like, where did they get the funding to build all of this? Professor Woodcock Whitmire.
You know, now that I think about it, I don't actually know.
Professor Utica Poland. Whoa. Solid Zoology Lab. Why is the Solid Zoology Lab 100 rooms away from the Liquid Zoology Lab? What the fuck? The Astral Liquids Lab. The Water Ethics Lab. Oh, a secondary science lab, thank God. Is it just me, or is the music getting very subtly quieter?
Well, we have been walking for a little while.
I can't tell if that's just me or not. Wet Theory Lab. Here is a theory. You are wet. Damn.
Theory. You are wet.
So, I guess this is a time that I can actually go into to talk about sort of a concept that Jick gets into with regards to Kingdom of Loathing. And the more of Kingdom of Loathing and Shadows over Loathing and West of Loathing that he makes, the more I think he is just fucking around to see what people are willing to put up with. Like this, for instance. There was an endless hallway of this variety in Everhood that took actual hours to get down, and I did that one too while listening to a podcast because I was an insane person. But, Dick believes in the concept of dick stabbers, which is to say, there's a certain type of MMO player. You give them a choice. For 10 points, they can fuck the prom queen, hottest girl they've ever known. They just get to have a night having whatever weird, gross nerd sex they want with the prom queen, hottest girl in school, right? Or for 11 points, you can stab yourself in the dick with a knife. And before you've even finished making the offer, they've already got the penknife out of their pocket, posed over their dick, ready to go. Kingdom of Loathing has an adventure limit where you can literally only adventure for a certain number of turns a day. That is specifically to prevent you from being the kind of person who literally poops in a sock while playing World of Warcraft.
Oh.
You know, the TV tropes name for it is literally anti-poop socking measures, where, like, they literally don't want you to poop in a sock. Because for a very long time, one of the sort of, like, prototypical signs of the sort of mental decay that people would undergo while playing MMOs was that they would... Yeah, poop in the stock.
Yeah.
Got that piss, but extra. Because you got the empty pib bottle and you just taking a big fucking piss. Another wet physics lab. A wet dynamics lab. I do have arachnophilia checked, right? Yeah.
I mean, the music's been getting quieter, yeah?
I thought it was, but I think it might have just been at a quiet part of the song. Is there a specific number I'm looking for? Because as it stands, I am just waiting until I am at 1:45 on the stream timer. And then if I don't have anything by then, I'll just be done.
No specific number or anything from what I can tell.
Okay. Well, either we'll find something after 10 minutes or we won't. And if we don't find anything, I will consider that I have been trolled by the internet once again.
It is apparently a 15-minute task.
Does it have to be continuous? I hope it doesn't have to be continuous. Guess we'll fucking find out. Water Foods Lab. Angular Amplitude Lab. Liquid Solids Lab. Oh shit, they have a secondary color lab. They're inventing Grurple. Low-level acoustics lab. Tertiary math lab. The astral energy lab. Dr. Rasputin Bristol. Ethical botany lab as opposed to the unethical botany lab.
This is a really well done infinite hallway.
Yeah. No, the topology is pretty good. I don't think they're ever gonna get it painted though.
I mean, they managed to paint the doors pretty well.
The Network Botany Lab is right down the hallway from the Astral Statistics Lab. They have a lot of astral labs at the Institute of Technology, I have to say. Alright, we are at 1:37:15. We're officially 8 minutes out. He giving up. This is what you're a viewer for, right?
This is why you view.
Like, if you're subscribed at this point, like, if you follow this channel, this is what you're here for. Just deeply stupid commitment to the bit.
Bit commit.
Wet Wave Lab. The Domestic Beverages Lab. Wait a second, they mentioned that there's fluorescent in here. I don't think fluorescent light would be invented for another couple of years. Ocean City's a real fancy metropolitan kind of place, dang. I've always wondered how much of Jick's art style is, in fact, him just going, like, on pen and paper and, like, just playing with a Bic. Because, like, I know originally a lot of the art for the game was literally just that, and that's why some of it kind of looks bad, and, like, the sprites haven't held up particularly well to the ravages of time. Because they're literally, like, scans of ballpoint drawings that were then vectorized, I think. But I wonder how much of, like, these art assets are actually, like, done by hand, like, on a piece of paper, as opposed to being done, like, on a computer, on a tablet, you know?
I think with most of Jick's stuff looks like it's drawn on hand and then scanned in.
Yeah. It's just, I'm thinking about, like, as I'm walking, I'm just thinking about my own drawing that I've done in the past, and I'm looking at these steam pipes, and I'm thinking, like, wow, they have just a little tiny bit of wobble on all of their straight lines, where, like, it's obvious it's hand-drawn, but their lines are still very, very, very clean. And you can see, as contrasted with, like, in the tiles, they don't actually, like, there are straight edges. There are lines you can see that they use straight edges for, and then there's, like, the pipes up at the ceiling where you have a very long straight line that is definitely not using a straight edge. But it's a very clean sort of rough, if that makes sense.
I get you.
Yeah, I guess it's just what happens if you cultivate, like, the Bic style for 20 years or whatever, because I'm pretty sure at this point, like, Kingdom of Loathing is just what the artists of Kingdom of Loathing have been doing for 20 years. Also, we have passed the office of Dr. Garfield Angle.
Garfield? I didn't know you had a job here.
I am building the quantum lasagna, John. Dr. Garfield Miley. There's a lot of Garfields here.
A lot of Garfields around these parts. Don't know how to feel about it.
Hydraulic liquid lab. The split nucleus lab. Oh no! Oh no! Shut that one down immediately. You don't want where that one's going, guys. Jesus. We should probably get a little bit further down the infinite hallway from the split nucleus lab.
Just a little bit. Probably.
Oh, we're almost to the office of the current year.
Almost there, hopefully.
I'm even going to go to my stream timer. I'm going to let it run to 1:48 just so I don't accidentally miss it by like a minute because I was impatient or something. Dr. Garfield Helms. He sure does. He can helm my ship any day. Professor Dougman Isuna. Dr. Dougman. A water ethics lab. Probably a real form of science, knowing my luck.
Double color lab. There's two of them.
Two of them.
All the way across the sky. Ecology lab, Professor Stuart McCoy. The gaseous motion lab. We have hit the 2000s. We are in the 2000s, everyone. Alright, we're at 1:45, so 3 more minutes and we've officially been pranked.
I don't think we've been goofed. It would be rude for them to goof us like that, you know?
Sure, but also it's definitely in keeping with the sense of the humor of the internet, I would say. We've been going for quite a while now. We have secondary verification of this thing existing? Or is it just one guy being like, yeah?
It is just the comments of the fucking thing, because it's so new that it's still, like, developing and such, so.
I think we may have in fact been pranked.
Have you been goofed?
Yeah, I'm gonna check right now. I'm gonna check the Steam guides. Oof. Because of all of the sideways motion, my
Eyes are doing a weird thing now.
yeah, they're doing the visual thing. Yeah. All right, miscellaneous achievos. Yeah, looks like, oops, spoilers, not gonna read those too hard. Yeah. Yeah, I think we might have been goofed.
Oh, goofed.
Though I've been going for almost 15 minutes, and I'm not sure how many of these names repeated, so... I mean, like, kudos to Jick for, procedural generation. I guess, yeah, the hallway is just infinite. Well, I guess let's go check out the robot lab. As you're going down one of the campus's seemingly infinite number of hallways, you notice a glass case full of insect specimens. There's a lac bug in there, just begging to be squeezed. You squeeze the bug and collect the squeezings. Note, this is actually where shellac comes from in the real world. Nature is awful. Some shellac comes from insects, but if you don't know that, it can basically come from anywhere. Welcome to the SIT Department of Robotectronics, future home of the Great Robot Uprising of 2390. If art is just a bunch of shapes combined, then this is art.
That it is.
A steam-powered lamppost in case you wanted your light to be hot and wet. SIT's Robotectronics Lab produces the finest in automated human analog technology. Our Robotectronic assistants, or robots for short, have multiple articulated limbs and are capable of a wide range of motion. SIT's robots, when properly equipped, can keep your floor clean enough to eat off of, even on rough terrain. The most advanced SIT robots are even capable of sustained flight. With one of these at your disposal, you can send a package to anywhere in the world in just a few short months. Enter, please. Student ID, may not a dog identified. Access to this doorway is limited to students and faculty in the Robotectronics department. That is the authorization verified. Access granted. Thank you. I love you. What? Nothing. Okay, thanks, Athena. A student is hanging out here. Hi, are you taking this class? I'm new and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, it's pretty straightforward. You have to build a robot from scratch and then program it to successfully run a series of obstacle courses. That sounds hard. Oh, it's a breeze. Are you not the technical short? Not especially. I pretty much just picked this class out of curiosity. Well, you've hit a Moby stroke of good luck. We're supposed to work in pairs, but I was the odd one out. That's why I'm still here. Building the robot alone took ages. Oh, so we can partner up? Yeah, I finished all the construction and back-end stuff, so you can take over on programming and running the obstacle course. My name's Simone, by the way. Pleased to meet you. My name's May. So where do I start with this programming business? Oh, see the two machines over on the obstacle course? The one on the left is a punch card printer. Just tell it what you want the robot to do and it'll spit out a card for you to feed into the robot. The other machine sets up the courses and starts the robot's program. What are these big machines here? Oh, those are for changing what arms or legs the robot is using. You need to use different parts to solve different courses. The idea is to get the robot to the goal flag for each course. Don't be intimidated. You don't have to get them first try or anything. Just mess around with it and you'll figure it out. Okay. This looks like the machine to configure the robot's right arm, but it looks broken. You tap the buttons a few times, but nothing happens. Well, you hear kind of sizzling, grinding noise inside the machine, but nothing visible happens. Hey, Simone, this right arm machine is busted. Oh, bogus. Probably the phlogistic thermistor's fried again. What are the odds that you have one on hand you can just give it to me? 0, right? Correct. I had to scavenge that last one from one of the air conditioning units on the roof. Swell. Those AC units use several of them, though. You can just go grab another one. How do I get there? Oh, roof access is through the spider wing. Spiders don't typically have. I hacked the Athena monitor, so you'll be able to go straight up. Scan the machine's blinky lights interface. Current propulsion mode, servo legs. Ah, I see. Okay. I'm gonna put the gyrothropter on there. Gyrothropter frame. Ah, there are weight tolerance with the frame, so I can't put a second arm on there. I see. Adjust the program. Okay. Right, up, right, down, right, up. Okay, so I have to do, like, a course, I guess. Extra credit. Goal. So right, down, right, right, right. Right down. Yeah, so load course. Oh. Huh. Right down, right. Right. Up.
Oh, wait, are you... That fucker.
Hmm?
He's having you program basic bot. Like, this is a Frogbot program.
What do you mean exactly?
This is one of the basic programs that you utilize to teach kids how to program. It literally is a Frogbot that is set up to do this sort of shit in advance. Literally, this is how to program 101. You don't know how to program? Well, I can teach you how.
Right down, right. I need one more right. Okay. I haven't ever actually messed around with this kind of stuff. I didn't know that, like, there was entry-level robotics where you were just messing around with pre-made programming kit stuff.
Yep.
I was always too self-conscious to join the robotics clubs in my high schools, even though I was very interested in robotics. Probably would have helped. Now I just have to keep, one of the Akovian scientists locked in a closet all day so they can do my diagnostics and all that stuff. Yeah, okay. Course done. Hooray. Complete with extra credit. Okay. Do I just have to do all of these? Or... Hey, what's up? Where'd you say the thing for the thing is? Huh? Name is kind of... Really? I doubt we've met before. I grew up with a tiny little farm outside of Ocean City. Oh, that was it. I met your dad the other day. Oh, it's Simone. Remember?
Hey, Simone. Oh, it's Simone.
From the intro, yeah. He was like, oh, my daughter's always building robot shit. What, really? Yeah, my bus stalled out on the way to the city, and I met him while I was looking for gas. Small world. That reminds me, I gotta get back home and pick up the last of my stuff soon. Tell your dad I said hi. That's neat. There's an ice block there. Can I, like, change to a flamethrower? Circular saw. Yeah, flamethrower, okay. Up, right, flamethrower. Right, down. Up, right. Down. Not out the door. Run the program. Now this is thrilling puzzle solving. They said this was logic puzzles. I don't know if I would qualify this as logic puzzles, if I'm being honest.
No.
Not really. I guess kind of in a way, but like, I would call this programming puzzles more than anything. So there's all of that. I'm gonna go mess with some of the other classes so I don't just sit there doing those puzzles the whole time. There's statues out front as well that I don't think I examined. While exploring the halls of SIT, you take a wrong turn and find yourself in a locker room full of goblins. As best as you can figure out from context, this must be SIT's varsity snapping towels at butts team. Except the sport probably has a better name than that. Towel butt? Butt snap? Hey, what's your sport called? Footbase. That doesn't make any sense at all. What are you, a nerd of some or another kind? Alright, I guess arachnophilia mode can go back off now that once I'm out of combat. Who are you? James Simon? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck is James Simon? When did we meet a James Simon? I'm very confused.
Who the fuck? Who is this guy?
Oh. Oh, he's one of the hobo. Did I earn the trust of a hobo? Maybe I should head back to the hobo camp. Maybe I earned a hobo perk without realizing it or something. I'm very confused.
Love of the hobos.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
earned
Molly, what's
hobo
up?
respect.
All I see is you practicing some kind of dance with a lot of quick movements and hopping around. What's up? Working on your dance moves? Sure, kinda. Except this dance ain't about cutting a rug. She makes a sharp gesture, and the blade of her flick knife snaps open. It's about cutting an enemy of some sort, see? Right. Yeah, I get it. Molly will now act earlier in combat. Neat. I guess. Huh. That's more finite than you expected. This hallway is so short and unremarkable that you passed right through it the first time without even noticing. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's just a finite hallway. You have to go through the finite hallway to exit campus. That's really funny. Oh, geez. You are super lost. You accidentally wandered into the university's steam tunnels, and, you know, if you asked me if the steam tunnels had a direct connection to the town's sewer system, I'd have said probably not. But here you are now. And to make matters worse, you appear to have ended up in a lair of feral vampires. Let me tell you, my friend, they are not happy to see you. Two of them are crouched down on all fours, snarling and spitting, and a third guy is howling and just totally gushing blood out of his eye sockets. It is a real bad scene. Damn, okay, Molly Buttons opens now. Thank you, Molly. Quite helpful, actually.
Molly has learned how to open.
I actually, unironically, like her most of all of the companions we've gotten so far. Obi's debuffs were kind of lackluster for what they were, in my opinion. Wow! One, which was, to be honest, a little bit rude since you were the invader and all. Still, what you gonna do, right? This sculpture is called Zero Man! That's also what you rated on a scale of 1 to 10, man. Alright, that's pretty funny. Can I steal Zero Man? Looks like I could steal him and put him in my room. This must be symbolic of something. Probably bats. Wow. Our courtyard's kind of a depressing place. Alright. You okay, Molly? You've gone 5 whole minutes without saying a word. Oh, that's unexpected. Where'd you find the book? Huh? Oh, on a bench somewheres. It's pretty interesting. Oh, I fucking mixed up the dialogue boxes. I'm an asshole. Oh, that's unexpected. Where'd you find the book? Huh? Oh, on a bench somewheres. It's pretty interesting. applied ballistics. You think we'll be needing to throw a 90-kilogram projectile over 300 meters? Because there's a real juicy diagram in here, look! Gee, Molly, you'd be the kind of girl that revolutionizes gang warfare. Except the opposite of revolutionize. I like Molly. I like how horrible she is. I'm gonna reach inside the shadow hole, see if I get another shadow hot dog. Oh, I got a shadow bomb instead. Orb of nothing with a short length of fuse attached. I'm wondering now if there's a fully evil path if I just don't uncurse that fedora. And if I just, like, become truly vile, you know? Tread the dark and evil paths.
There's probably an evil path.
Yeah, Shadow Taint and you. You can probably, like, use the cursed items once there's... Like, you probably don't have to uncurse them or something, and there's, like, an alternate evil path where you just... You know. Anyway, the spider wing. Hang on.
You know.
If this warrants further investigation, somebody else is going to have to do it. This drinking fountain is filled with spider eggs, making it the second grossest drinking fountain you've ever seen. I wonder what the first was. Test door. Disregard. It's a door. Regard it. By regarding the door, you are instructed to disregard it. Disregard it. By disregarding the door, you render it once again regardable. By regarding the door, you are instructed to disregard it. There's a flyer for our frat party on this notice board. Zeta Omega Omicron. Aw, too bad. The party was a week ago. You note down the address just in case they have another party later. This Athena terminal has had some of its important parts replaced by a pineapple.
No.
I guess that's hacking.
Well, I suppose that is hacking.
Where the pigeons do all of their business. Have gas mask and my handkerchief. Pigeon eggs. A group of pigeons is called a flight, and a group of pigeon eggs is called a pile. You would hope so, huh? They don't stack up so well, that's the thing. A massive petrified pigeon poop. You aren't afraid of pigeons, but you're a little apprehensive about wandering into the middle of a huge crowd of them. The telescope is pointed up at the stars. Gun. Meat. Sort of sword squid thingy. Bucket. Fish. Well, the constellations are a lot less sexual in Ocean City. In Loathing, they're all literally just euphemisms for holes. Whatever these machines do, this one isn't doing it. Logistic thermistor. You grab what you hope is the part Simone described. You're like 75% this is the part that Simone says you need. A thermistor, by the way, is a part that senses the thermal state of a machine. Phlogistons were a fictional particle that were theorized to be like the thing that allowed fire to happen. You gathered a bunch of phlogistons in one place and then fire happened. So a phlogistic thermistor would, I guess, use the sensing of phlogistons in order to make sure that your machine isn't on fire.
Oh.
You speak into the microphone. I go in. Student ID. Nay, not a dog identified. Also, you were saying about the phlogistons?
Well, I mean, I suppose that you do occasionally need a guy dedicated to just kind of exploding shit.
This is our gasoline guy. He makes sure that there's no gasoline around. Is that a regular danger? No. You just make sure there isn't any gasoline around. Just don't want any, you know? But, like, is there a high chance of there being gasoline? No, you just don't want it around, you know?
So it's a bad idea to have that much gasoline around. I don't know what to tell you.
You walk into the classroom and find a bunch of undergrads seated at the desks, fidgeting impatiently. Geez, finally. Aw, but we could have left if they'd been another 6 hours late. Aren't you kids supposed to be on break? Well, we would be, yeah, except we've been waiting for you to get here and start the class. You glance at your transcript, and sure enough, you signed up to teach this class, not take it. Whoops.
Oops. Ah, so that's why you were... Ah.
More
Oopsie
details
doodles.
about spiders than anyone should be interested in. That part of the room is for students. Applied spiders? Oh, God. The food shelf is bare. Is it? Okay, you got me. It isn't completely bare. Someone left a note. I owe you 1 bag spider chow. Jerry, Hilbert 1C. You'd hate to drag in extra dirt from outside for that cute little robot to clean up. It's working so hard. Wait, why does it have a tiny label that says killing room floor? Out of order due to lack of spider food. You look out across the rows of expectant students and clear your throat. Okay, what's this class about? Spiders! Yeah, of course. Well then. Spiders. Spiders are super gross and scary. They have 8 legs and a lot of eyes. I think maybe 8 eyes. How many buttholes do they have? Probably 4, right? 8 legs, 4 buttholes. That's logical. Students nod and write this down in their notebooks. Any other questions so far? One student waves their hand in the air frantically. Oh, pick me! Okay, sure. What is it? Did you ever fight an intra-Sylvanian vampire spider? Did I fight one? Well, you don't expect us to respect you as a teacher if you don't have real hands-on experience, do you? I wasn't holding out much hope for it regardless. Couldn't I just read a book about them? A book? Oh, come on, you're all wet! Any of us could read a book ourselves. What are they paying you for? They aren't. We can't possibly take you seriously unless you personally kill the giant blood-sucking nightmare monstrosities you're supposedly here to teach us about. I think they have one in the lab. Alright, I'll be right back. Hit, man. Okay, I guess we'll be back for spiders. Ah, cola machine. Oh. Looks like they forgot to unpack the cans before they loaded the machine up. This is more cola than any one person should have access to. This is the most locked door you've ever encountered. Sign says the drinking. Oh. It's the liberal arts department. It's a nasty mop. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing everybody that a mop does anything other than just evenly distributing the filth on a floor. Actually, probably wasn't the devil. It was probably whoever invented the mop. Okay, so with mops, you do have to isolate your mop water in order to properly clean the floor. Many people don't do that because they don't understand that there's supposed to be a biohazard waste insert to the mop bucket. It's a whole thing. This fire map would be more useful if it wasn't encrypted.
I'm sorry they encrypted the fire map.
Fuck yeah, we got that strange topology department. Theoretical topology lab, Jesus. Oh, haha, it jumps me between different rooms. This would be the vector wing. Drink more soda. This soda machine appears to have been pretty comprehensively tampered with. Some mechanically savvy vandal has increased the price of the soda to an exorbitant 50 meat. Do I have a hat that can make me more moxacious? Got one. Filters. I'd like to maximize my moxie, please. Those are potions, accessory. Alright, so put on the tricorn, drink the delicious cosmetic wine. It doesn't taste like anything at all, which makes it difficult to produce a set of pretentious tasting notes. And put on the sunglasses. Now we're bohemian, baby. You open the back of the machine and fiddle with the little gears and camshafts and such. You've managed to get the price down to 30 meat. It's still way above market value, but what are you gonna do? They've got a geographical monopoly. You insert your meat and look at the array of available flavors. Ghost pepper, ice, bone, durian, pork. Well, what flavor, Gub?
Obviously, bone.
You insert your meat and look at the array of available flavors. Chunk. Bottle of bone soda. The label says it contains 15% real bones. At a certain point, we're going to have to conclude that the soda makers are screwing with us. I'm gonna buy all of these, actually. If this were slightly thicker, you could put some profanity on the label and sell it as hot sauce in an airport gift shop. They sure are doing some avant-garde thing with soda flavors these days. It seems that soda manufacturers have not yet discovered that exotic and good are two different adjectives. The existence of this product reached of shady backroom dealings with the pork lobby. Have you ever been to the pork lobby, by the way? They have a surprisingly good magazine selection. That's... fuck, I hate how funny that is. Paradox Lab. Access granted if and only if this door is closed. Alright. Astronomy, huh? This must be the teacher. Or at any rate, he's sitting at the teacher's desk. Oh, hello! Are you taking my astrology course? Astrology? I thought this was supposed to be astronomy. Astrology is kind of unscientific for SIT, isn't it? Yeah, well, some take that narrow pedestrian view, certainly. Such as the dean and the grand committee. But I suppose if you're just here for astronomy, I can give you the edited version of the course. I'm actually in a hurry, so that'd be great. I have 15 constellations diagrammed on the blackboard behind me. Only 12 of them are genuine. All you have to do is mark the 3 false ones. That seems pretty straightforward. How do I find out which is which? By exploring the heavens themselves! Come again. There's a telescope on the roof of SIT's Spider Wing. You can get there through the Scala Wing. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to teach me how to do astral travel or something. No, I saved that for the 201.
Oh, well.
Well, we did see the sky. I think I can remember most of these. Let me mess with my accessories once more. That one was up there. The Big Pickle. Yeah, the Big Pickle was up there. The balloon or lollipop or tennis racket. The cigar. The quadrupus. The bucket.
Quadrupus.
It's a constellation of Dennis. Texas definitely wasn't up there. But I don't know which ones weren't, what other ones weren't up there. So Texas is fake. Y'all can jot that down and take it to the bank. Texas ain't real.
Texas ain't real. Understood.
Barbecue wing. What? Oh. I guess that's where all the steam goes. Goblin is concentrating on their, cooking. You have never been less interested in the contents of a vending machine. Finest snouts. This fountain appears to be hooked up to a supply of barbecue sauce instead of water. This door is stuck shut, which is similar to being frozen. Culinary science. Fish and chips. They spelled notices wrong, but they were hoping nobody would notice. There's a flyer for a local diner. Am I in the culinary science? I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not. Steam tunnel access. Steam tunnel access. Protective gear recommended, but not provided. It's a very manhole cover. It's a very old manhole cover. So old, it's practically an ape hole. Oh, spider wing maintenance access. Hey, Athena, could you let me in? Yeah, I have a fuse. Strange-looking machine appears to be broken. A nondescript-looking locker. SIT barometer necklace. Thanks to this, you'll never again suffer the agony of not knowing exactly what the ambient air pressure is. This door, disregard. The door is painted shut from this side. That's really funny, actually. Hang on. X-Rock mines? Access to Hex Rock Quarry is prohibited except with written permission from the Geology Department or a very good reason. Huh. Somebody found a warm, if not particularly luxurious place to sleep. This box says free shoes on it. You're not sure if it's an announcement or a political statement. It was just a regular free shoes sign. Shoes for sneaky business, and also tennis. Oh yeah, baby. I love them. Hang on, hobo code sign. Some hobo code is scribbled on a brick here. Try ordering stuffed pepper style. With secret menu item. Ooh, one table. This place is either really exclusive or really unpopular. The girl behind the counter gives you a sly, in-the-know kind of nod and wink. Haven't seen you in here before, pal. Welcome to the finest hash house the whole underground restaurant scene. Underground restaurant scene. That's right. Wait, you ain't a copper, are you? You gotta tell me if you are. No, I'm not a cop. Okay, copacetic. In that case, we got no beef. Got no beef anyway. It's a fish place. Ha ha. Poster on the wall spells out the racket if you need an explainer. What can I get you? Oh. Would you eat at an underground fish restaurant place after fighting deep ones? Because I wouldn't. Forbidden fission soda. An illegal mixture of every flavor in the fountain.
Oh, fuck.
Fish sandwich, stuffed pepper style. A bell pepper full of fish and cheese, just like God intended.
That actually sounds weirdly good if prepared correctly. I would actually
You'd
eat
have
that,
to make it well, but
yeah, you have to make it well, but yeah, that might actually be edible.
Fish sandwich, samosa style. A foreign delight. How very cosmopolitan. I'm sure it's completely authentic to the traditional recipes. Fish sandwich, omelet style. Eggs and bread are not so different, I suppose. Fish sandwich, burrito style. A delicious fish-filled pillow to send your taste buds to slumberland, where they will dream of grease-induced heart attacks.
Oh.
The Pirate Restaurant Manifesto. Huh. We refuse to be stifled and shackled by the narrow definitions of a sandwich imposed on us by the man, by which we are specifically referring to Charles Chip Man, owner and proprietor of the Greasy Spoon upstairs. To that end, we have taken control of this secret basement, as well as whatever ingredients we can filch and or finagle, to bring you the true taste of freedom, unfettered by hoity-toity cuisine conventions and municipal sanitation and hygiene requirements.
Thanks.
Restroom for employees only. You're not an employee. Yes, I am. You're telling me you work here, in this hidden restaurant you just discovered, in a town you've never been to before today?
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'm done arguing with you about stuff like this. Somebody dropped the name badge in here. It's an Employee of the Month badge with your name on it. Unbelievable. This is the badge you wear when you're at work. At the Pirate Restaurant underneath Fish and Chips. It says May, Assistant Manager, right on it.
You're the assistant manager. Holy shit.
Okay, smarty pants. There's a sign over this sink that says employees must wash hands. Since you're an employee, that means you, right? There we go. All clean and sanitary, which will be extremely safe for the customers of this restaurant when you're serving them food later, during your shift, because you work here. Whatever, weirdo. That is genuinely the best joke so far. I'm so glad that the "you don't work here" joke came back. That makes me so fucking happy.
Yeah, you do. You work here. Of course you work here.
Oh, no wonder she was giving me a sly in the no wink. I'm the manager coming in on my off day. Pool's abandoned by some fleeing prankster, no doubt. Oh. Literally just a bunch of items to mess around with. Neat. Combination lock. There are a few hot flies buzzing around this vent. Logistic resin. Of all the debunked theories on how fire works, this one is the one we've all agreed to pretend is true. Oh my god, I like that. In Loathing, everyone just has to agree on what physics are, it's fine. Fun fact, on the 4th of July, you're only allowed to light off one firework a day. Someone appears to be living down here? Case full of roaches. Ugh, why? A nervous-looking guy in his late 40s. He seems surprised to see you in this lab. Hi there, I'm May. Hi, I'm Rufus. How did you find this place? I was just poking around in the steam tunnels. Exploring, you know. Oh yeah, it's a popular pastime around here. The kids called it hacking. I guess I should have anticipated that when I set up this secret lab. Why do you have a secret lab? Is the department all out of regular labs? I'm not actually supposed to be here at all. I used to teach here, but they let me go. Oh, what happened? Did they fire you for using the forbidden math? Not at all. SIT is the last place I would fire you for that. I was joking. They fired me because I didn't make tenure. I was too busy trying to figure out what happened to my missing sibling to publish any original research. That hardly seems fair. It's probably just as well. I don't think I was cut out for being a professor anyway. Department politics are maximally bogus, as the students would say. So you set up this hidden lab to continue the search for your sibling? Yes, basically, although I'm taking a more roundabout route towards it now.
Just not going around for our tactics,
hang on a second. What happened to your sibling? They left home when I was 14 and headed north. Well, we called it west back then. They spearheaded the expedition that pushed the Transcontinental Railroad all the way to Frisco. Wow. Yeah, they were kind of famous for a while. I used to get postcards from them all the time, but then one day, poof, just vanished off the face of the earth. I talked to all their friends from back then, but nobody knows where they went. My only guess is that they decided to keep heading north and hop the ship. I couldn't get any passenger records dating that far back though, so that was pretty much as far as it leads. That's too bad. So yeah.
It really is unfortunate.
When the railroad went to Frisco, Frisco became so popular that the West became the new North.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember, we had to find an old compass last stream.
Oh, right, yeah. I remember.
What are you working on now? Well, this is gonna sound crazy, but, you know, we have a saying here at SIT, science that nobody understands is called magic, and science that only one person understands is called mad science. I see. So you're doing a little dabbling in the forbidden arts, huh? Oh, no, I checked the rulebook thoroughly, and nothing specifically forbids what I'm doing. I get you. So what's the plan?
Oh.
It's just, I just met you, and I hesitate to get someone else mixed up in this. Oh, I'm pretty mixed up already. In the last few days, I've had to deal with fairies, time holes, shadow monsters, gross fishmen. Oh, you know about the fishmen? That's perfect. I can definitely use your help. I'm glad it wasn't the fairies you were interested in. I am curious, but some other time, maybe. What I'm focused on now is predictive quantum telecommunications. I'm gonna need you to explain that to me. Well, there's this brand new field of physics called quantum mechanics. It's only a couple of years old, but if some of the theories pan out, it could be staggering. But the specifics aren't that I'm interested in, is that quantum particles appear to be able to communicate over long distances instantaneously. And I think this might be an explanation for the magical concept of clairvoyance. Clairvoyance? You mean as in psychic stuff? Tarot cards and crystal balls? Crystal balls! Yes, exactly! I'm trying to make a crystal ball that will show me where my sibling is and maybe even let me communicate with them. So, fun quantum fact here. That phenomenon is known as spooky action at a distance, and because of the constraints of physics, information cannot be transmitted through that action. So they do sort of communicate, but they don't communicate because you can't convey information faster than the speed of light for reasons. Neat. How can I help? Okay, well, all the fishmen in the region come from a single source called the Fish Mother. She's sort of like a queen bee, you know? This one creature that laid all the fishman eggs, which is a little weird, actually, biologically speaking, because that indicates a dangerous lack of genetic diversity. What? See, honeybees avoid inbreeding through an extremely high rate of genetic recombination, but the fishmen don't have that advantage, so one would think that inbreeding would... What? Never mind, sorry. I got a little sidetracked there. The important thing is, the Fish Mother is thought to have a sort of magic psychic link with all of the fishmen.
Oh, okay, cool.
I like how someone on the dev team clearly knows just enough about science to know that it's dumb nerd shit. Well, legend has it that fish mothers occasionally make huge, beautiful pearls. How they make them is probably too gross to think about, but my working theory is, if it has the right kind of fish mother DNA in it, I might be able to reconfigure it to make my own psychic link. I haven't understood basically anything you've said, so that sounds perfectly reasonable. Need me to get one of these pearls? Yeah, the fish mother's lair is down by the river, but the entrance is this sort of organic valve. Oh, geez, it's a huge butthole. I was gonna say cloaca, but yes, it's a huge butthole that keeps out anything that isn't related to the fish mother.
As you do.
Yeah, I mean, I think beehives should have cloaca. How do I get in? You aren't gonna like it. I already don't like it. I can make a sort of disguise goop to cover you with. Swell. How much am I getting paid for this? I don't have much meat left after setting up this lab, but maybe the Fish Mother's lair has some treasure in it? I mean, definitely. The Fish Mother's lair definitely has a whole lot of great treasure in it. Alright, fine, I guess. Great! In order to make the Fishman disguise goop, I'm gonna need some Fishman eggs. About 3 pounds of them, according to my calculations. If the eggs are in the Fish Mother's lair. No, the regular fishmen carry them around to keep an eye on them. They have a bunch of little hideouts all over the SIT campus in Ocean City. Or rather, all under, I should say, since they're mostly in the sewers. Well, this just keeps getting better and better. Here, you'll need one of these to open the manhole covers. Modern sewers use a Class C manhole cover, but this tool doesn't work on those. This one is for old-fashioned bee holes. Have those manhole covers that I've been noting as I've been walking around the city actually been entrances to new areas? God damn it. That's actually kind of clever. Oh, chemistry equipment. Base thickener. Handcrafted coffee. This is a cup of lukewarm water with some caffeinated powder dissolved in it. Turns out making coffee from scratch was harder than you anticipated. Wow, these books are all way too advanced for me. Actually, there's one that's right up your alley. Third shelf, third from the left. Have the order of your bookshelf memorized? I don't have to memorize. I understand the principles by which I arrange things. I never deviate from them. Gotcha.
Never?
You look on the third shelf, and sure enough, the third book is eerily relevant to your interests. Space-Time's Rainbow. You've been meaning to read this one for a while, you just haven't gotten around to it. Thanks, Rufus. You read enough of the book to be able to pretend you've read it, if anyone asks. Sometimes, it's about where the cheese isn't. You could actually read it, but that would be a lot of work. No, not right now. I'm actually gonna get some perks. I have a lot of XP. Looking at that sheet. Yeah! Heck yeah! I would like more Moxie. Your joints are lubricated with the finest of cheese oils. That's gross. There's a weird set of mirrors mounted together here. Must be part of some kind of optics experiment. Oh, it's just another mirror. A scientific vessel of some kind. What's this? A dewar! Dewar. A container for fluids! What kind of fluids? Usually valuable scientific substances, not that one though. What's in this one? Absinthe! Oh. Can I have it? If you want, sure. Oh.
They just, okay, thanks. Thanks for the
man.
absinthe. Cool.
If the label is to be believed, this is a crate of arcane hot plates. Can I have one of these hot plates? Sure, I've got plenty, and having access to that level of technology will increase the odds that you'll survive helping me. That's very kind of you. You grab one of the hot plates before he does some math and changes his mind. A portable convenience for chef magi who are bachelors or have been imprisoned for forbidden sorcery. Oh, I can cook in my own room now. Chunk of lead. Little nugget of the 5th heaviest stuff in the universe, as far as anybody currently knows. I bet I can get my moxie high enough to find something extra useful in there. Hit the... yeah. 6. And... yeah, now we're styling. Pocket battery. Oh! +1 maximum AP to a pair of pants! Electric pants? And a gold-plated cable. Do I have a potion that will give me 2 moxie? Am I so lucky? No, I only have 1 extra moxie I could possibly get, so I'm not gonna waste that. I'll be back. I need more moxie gear, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that. I am, however, going to make these pants even wilder. My pants are now electric. Electrified, fireproof, riveted, greasy, waxed pants. Robot Battle Arena. What's this, Robot Battle Arena door all about? That's my Robot Battle Arena? Why do you have a Robot Battle Arena? The fact that you even asked that question makes me think you'd never understand the answer. How many robots are in there? They're capable of self-assembly and replication, so it's hard to say, and it's also critical that you never accidentally leave the door open.
Oh no. Hey, is there an infinite robot fight anywhere in Kingdom of Loathing? Just hypothetically.
There's a lot of robots that try and kill you. None of them that look like this. But I have a feeling we're going to be dealing at some point with something that's going to be a very oblique reference to, the fucking El Vibrato, which are fucking, like, ancient goddamn space robots that were in the other game. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Anyway, I'm just gonna throw cheese at all of these robots now.
Cheese, go!
Roll it. These guys are actually kind of dangerous, too. Heat-resistant plating, robot feed. This is a highly distilled petroleum derivative designed to power mechanical engines, but you would almost certainly drink it even if I tried to explain to you that you shouldn't. Alright, fair enough. Rufus, can I ask you about these bugs? This case full of roaches is awful, and you're not going to ask Rufus why he has it. Well, okay, Rufus.
We've done it, Rufus.
Alright, I'm getting close to stream wrap up. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of a look around down here, and then I think maybe I might check out either the fish and chips or the frat house. Which one do you think? And then that'll be the last area.
Fish and chips, I think.
Hey there, little fella. The rat emits a few squeaks. What's shaking? The rat dashes into his hole and returns holding a tiny piece of cheese. He points at you, sweeps his arm broadly from left to right, and points at the cheese. He stares at you for a few seconds, then eats the crumb. Cheese. The rat nods and scurries around in a quick little circle. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Yeah, just conjure him some cheese. You're a cheese wizard. Conjured cheese! Some cheese you made from the curds and whey of the cosmos. The rat sniffs the cheese and makes a few delighted squeaking noises. He drags the cheese into his hole and emerges with a ring. Friendship ring! On the outside of a dog, this ring would look really good. Oh, thanks, Mr. Rat. I bet I can get more equipment if I... Oh my... Is he a Dark Souls? I will bring him various cheeses, and he will give me equipment and consumables for my various cheeses. Steam power. This would dry out your clothes way faster than boiling them. Wait. Barbecue wing and maintenance access. Broken terminal. Alright, put on your hacking hat. A massive steam-powered freezer. It's probably full of jumbo shrimp and military intelligence, am I right? Huh, somebody left an ice cream scoop in here. This makes it way easier to serve ice cream without melting it, but hard to stop serving ice cream without losing a bunch of hand skin. Ugh. Somebody has leaned a book against the front wall. Oh, it's a book of short adventure stories. This is a book of short stories, each of which involves somebody freezing to death in the frigid West. Grants an upgradable skill. I choose not to be cold.
Oh.
Oh.
You can just do that, huh?
I'm reminded of a story that I was made to read in high school that was featured in a Jacob Geller video recently. How to Build a Fire, which is just a story about a dude freezing to death.
Oh, right. How to Build a Fire. I remember how to build a fire.
This is literally... The book is a collection of short stories about men who defy all wisdom and warnings to go hiking alone in the sub-zero West. At the end of each story, the man dies. Maybe there's a lesson in that.
Find it.
In each story, the protagonist succumbs to sub-zero conditions and perishes. At the end, the narrator opines that if it were them, they simply would not have gone somewhere that is cold. They would have gone somewhere warm and thrived. You got a perk. I choose not to be cold. Some people brave icy wastes and biting winds, and others look at those people and say, it could not be me. There are 100 of these stories. They're all like this. I cannot fucking believe that Jick also had to read How to Build a Fire. Because literally that's all that story is about. Like, just don't have hubris. Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid.
Wait, is this... Oh, this basement loops. Alright. I'm gonna check out that manhole, and then I will check out the fish and chips. Well, the ape hole. There's water here, and you have a fishing rod. Surely these things can be used together. Nasty bag. Keeping your nasty goo in a soggy paper bag is almost worse than not having it in a container at all. Oh, I caught a muck flipper. Fish in a sack. A sewer shark.
Don't know how to feel about the fish that you're catching in the sewer.
I caught a sewer shark.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me some fishing. And I love me a hardy fish that can survive in any environment. But there's a non-zero chance that you're going to catch someone's fecal matter if you fish in a sewer.
Or a gator.
Or a gator.
This fishman is doing his best impression of a crocodile. There are no fishmen in this particular pool of boiling goo. That's because there's a massive, horrible, slimy, wriggling, golf ball-sized eggs floating in it, like the world's biggest and most awful glass of bubble tea. Hundreds of lives in the palm of your hand. Disgusting, monstrous lives. These two fishmen are sharing a nasty soak. They're too relaxed to worry about you being here. This fishman is absolutely loving his bath in hot filth. What a genuinely nasty place. Alright. Rest of the barbecue wing. I think we've been everywhere we can here. Yeah. Alright. Deficient chips to delay getting our education another day. You find a trail of glowing ooze leading from the door of a science classroom to a nearby steam vent. You never miss an opportunity to get some free ooze. Glowing green goo. Perhaps one day the world will be ready for the secret of it. A wood statue with a metal diving helmet for a head. A sad-looking hobo selling pencils. Steam down. Not getting any business. Nope. Thought this was a real good plan, too. College kids always need pencils, right? I can't sell a dang one of the things. I get this mean look on their faces, too. A sort of pitying sneer. Like they think I'm super dumb and there must be dumb pencils that only write dumb answers or something. Well, that's no good. He looks glumly at the sidewalk and rattles his mug of pencils at you. The mug has "I'm with stupid" printed on it and an arrow pointing towards the handle. You have any hobo codes to share? Oh, you wouldn't want any hobo code I could give you. It'd probably just be dumb and wrong. I'd probably mix up the one that says free pie here with the one that means bottomless pit or something. I'll buy a pencil, buddy. The pen is mightier than the sword, but the pencil is greater than the sun and the stars. The pen is pathetic in comparison. Oh! Hey, take this mug. Maybe I'll convince the students you're smart. Dumb coffee mug, offhanded item. Dumb and puzzling on multiple levels. Reduce all combatants' mysticality by your moxie. Can I have some hobo code, please? Thanks for the pencil. Oh, there's no bathroom. I can't claim I work here, too. A man in a really slick suit, described as slush because it is both expensive and covered in grease, is stuffing his face. He glances at you shiftily, but otherwise ignores you. The trash can in a fish restaurant? I need to get sleaze armor so I can root around in there. I like how sleaze is differentiated from stench. Sleaze is greasy and nasty. Stench is sticky and gunky. Greasy paper hat. It's all just trash, but one of the pieces of trash is big enough for your head to fit into. A paper hat soaked to near translucency by fry oil and fish grease.
Ew.
Yeah. Not one I wanna put on my inmate so much. The kid behind the counter has the glass-eyed stare traditional to all fast food employees, or rather, what will come to be known as fast food in about 23 years. You okay? Uh-huh. Oh yeah, just since all the students are gone, there practically hasn't been anyone in here except for that one guy gorging himself. Busy. I don't know, but he's in here all day and he's always eating. Sometimes other guys in suits come in and they whisper together all shifty-like for a minute. And the other guys leave and this guy keeps eating. It's freaking me out. What do they talk about? Look, pal, I'm just working here part-time to pay my way through college, which in 1928 is completely feasible. I'm not getting involved in whatever that guy's deal is. I see. What's on the menu? Extra spicy cocktail sauce. 1 part ketchup, 1 part lemon juice, 9 parts horseradish. Fish sandwich burger style. A big breaded fish patty served in the preferred style of the medieval mercantile class. Okay, that's pretty funny. Is it still a hot dog if it's a big slab of fish instead of a sausage? This restaurant says yes. But as it is a sandwich, this restaurant asks you to shut up. This is a sandwich that is apparently very popular on the North Coast for some reason. It's a single round piece of very thin bread wrapped around some loose fish chunks. Ugh. Onion starfish. This is way too overcooked to eat, but you could definitely throw it at somebody. This is a grid that explains what kinds of things are and are not sandwiches. It's surprising how often it errs on the side of sandwich. This guy is glumly picking at a plate of food. Hi there. Something wrong? Oh, well, I just moved out here for school, and this food is... it's fine, but it just isn't like what we had back at home. The different about it. My dad worked at a barbecue sauce factory, so everything we ate was smothered in barbecue sauce. I thought I was ready for new experiences at college, but I'm so homesick. I can relate. Maybe it was maple syrup. He keeps poking at his food and frowning. Maybe I can help. Wow, really? That'd be swell. He pulls a little paper cup out of his pocket and hands it to you. There's gotta be some barbecue sauce on campus, right? It's 1928 after all. A little paper ramekin full of nothing but delicious potential. You carry sauce cups around with you? Yeah, well, like I said, barbecue sauce is a really important part of my identity. Well, I'll see what I can do. Floyd Carbuncle. See what I can do, Floyd. Well, I was gonna wind downstream, but I've got to get Floyd barbecue sauce because I know where the barbecue sauce is and I'll forget otherwise.
Go get that barbecue sauce.
You hear cheering and chanting coming from a ramshackle, abandoned-looking frat house and wander inside to see what's going on. What's going on is that some vampires have found a bunch of medical blood bags somewhere and hooked them all up to the same line. One vampire is on the floor underneath the IV stand, desperately chugging from the tube, while the others are chanting, "Chug! Chug! Chug! Hey, who are you?" You were not invited. We have a party crasher in our midst. The other vampires give you menacing glares, except for the one on the floor, who is still busy trying not to drown. You waggle your fingers at them hypnotically. You are getting sleep. Are you attempting to hypnotize us? But yeah, sleep! That will not work on us! Sure, I'm pretty good. Just, you know, just relax a little. No, see, we're not susceptible to... Got it out, you're embarrassing yourself. Look, I've totally got this. I've done this a bunch of times. I believe you, but... Sleep... Knock it off! Look, I'm determined to prove it to you. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go get my good pocket watch. I'll be right back. The vampires roll their eyes and sigh heavily as you leave. Now here's a question. If it's stupid and it works, is it still stupid? Glorp, glorp, glorp. A paper cup filled with barbecue sauce. Floyd will be thrilled to see this.
Oh no.
Beep, beep. You turn around to see a postman tip his cap to Molly and putter away on his motor scooter. Look, I got a present from my jelly bean up in the big house. Big house? What, like a mansion? Jail, you dope. She's doing time up state because she went off the tractor in a bank job and gave a copper lead poisoning. Let's see here. Oh, she made me a license plate. 301178. Oh, and a handmade shiv. And a bottle of toilet vodka. Can you Adam and Eve it? Oh, I miss her so much. Toilet vodka? Well, it's just like bathtub gin. Just, you know, more so. That's adorable. I actually unironically love Molly. She is shaping up to be my favorite companion very, very quickly. Hey, Floyd. Here you go, Floyd. I'm serving a barbecue sauce. Oh, holy cow, thank you. He takes a big sniff of the sauce. Ah, sweet and smoky, just like Dad used to make. Well, just like the machines at Dad's factory used to make. Dad's job was just making sure the rats didn't unionize. Well, enjoy. I sure will. Thanks for your help. Well, we've done good. We've helped him. And we have a nice full to-do list for, you know, the next time we actually play. So, whenever that is, you know, we'll be right back to it. It's probably gonna be a while, though, because Pokemon just came out, and I can't stream Pokemon.
Not yet.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be playing the hell out of Pokemon instead. So, unofficially, this is your warning about why I've been gone if I disappear for a couple weeks. Gub, do we have anything to add to the lovely people before I return them to the very important job of guarding?
Yeah,
Still haven't found those
guys, listen, I
plovers.
know we're gonna be a little distracted with Pokemon. So I need anyone that has access to the Void Ship cameras, which should be virtually no one. But the few of you that do, I need you to keep an eye out for plovers,
Seriously.
because
Like,
I'm not
this
going to
isn't
be
a
able to.
joke. If you see a plover, the little small bird goes, meh. It's important.
Just let me know, okay? Cool.
Okay. Good night, everyone.